Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. There is this new narrative gaining traction, mambo ni matatu. And William Ruto, if you listen to him in the recent days, he has been using those remarks to create an impression that he's out to fight corruption. And in public forums, he has been making it very clear, mambo ni matatu. And those remarks have not sat on well with the majority of Kenyans, one such Kenyan being Martha Karua. Martha Karua, taking to her social media accounts, had this to say. Martha Karua Senior Counsel, let him search himself and his cabinet first for such characters, unless, of course, there are licensed thieves of public resources. And then Karua's attached a video of William Ruto warning corrupt individuals that they only have three options. Mambo ni matatu. Yes. In this video, I want us to dig deep into all this for Kenyans to see in clear terms where the truth lies. Is William Ruto and his government honest and serious about the fight against corruption, or is William Ruto just playing a PR exercise with Kenyans? That's what I want us to find out in this video. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person who may want to support our forum, because some have been asking for that, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through that number. Maybe you can send your chai or your coffee. I'll really appreciate that. Let's proceed. Yes. Is Ruto honest about fighting corruption? Even before we dig deep into so many things, let me say William Ruto is not able and not willing to fight corruption. In fact, for about 1 year, he has been in power. Corruption has increased in this government. And that is so because Ruto himself is not willing and not able to fight corruption. So it's actually the person encouraging corruption in this government. All this we are seeing that mambo ni matatu, these are just PR exercises. Ruto himself is not willing, not able to fight corruption. And I'm saying that because his own integrity is questioned. Ruto as an individual, is he fit holding a public office? Does he pass that test on leadership and integrity? Without mincing my words or without fear of contradiction, Ruto is not fit holding a public office. He does not pass that test on leadership and integrity. So if himself is not fit holding a public office, can he fight corruption? The answer is a very big no. And there are signs suggesting that he's not able, not willing to fight corruption. If you look at the characters he has appointed in his government as cabinet secretaries, very corrupt individuals, some had murder charges, Some were even accused of rape. Some are known warmongers and inciters. Some had their corruption cases dropped for them to forcefully serve in this government. And I still remember, immediately William Ruto was sworn in as the president, Rigathi Gachagwa's corruption case died a natural death. And there are several individuals who we saw their corruption cases being withdrawn. These are things in the public domain. The problem is that Kenyans forget things very, very fast. All those were actions that proved beyond any reasonable doubt that Ruto was not willing, not able to fight corruption. He has politicized the war against corruption. Those close to him are being let off the hook, while those critical of his regime charges, false accusations, and false charges are being pressed on them. So that confirms that Ruto himself is the person mocking the war against corruption. Look at the nature of appointments in the government. A government where only two communities are being appointed in top government positions, and even these lower positions, that cannot be a government that can be effective. In fact, such a government can only lead to corruption because of that nepotism and ethnic appointments. Just recently, we saw Kenya Ports Authority. There is a guy there called William Ruto was appointed to head Kenya Ports Authority. For the few months he has been in that office, over 1.9 billion Kenya shillings has disappeared. We still remember the edible oil imports that the cabinet, Ruto's cabinet sanctioned. Through an expose by NTV, it was established that that edible oil importation turned out into a corruption, where people who are very close to William Ruto were the ones who were given those tenders to import edible oil tax-free into the country. As a result of that, the government of Kenya lost about 10 billion Kenya shillings. So you are seeing that at the doorsteps of William Ruto, about 10 billion Kenya shillings has been lost at his own doorsteps. That's why I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto is not ready, not willing to fight corruption. This new narrative is trying to create that mambo ni matatu, uhame jela ama usafirishwe binguni. All these are just characteristics of a dictator. Kenya is a country being governed by the rule of law. When you see a president now even threatening an assassination on an investor, somebody who has gone to court, that only convinces me that we are seeing a person fashioning himself as a total president. So those who will be critical of him, he'll be using the courts to frustrate them. If you are critical of him, even corruption cases will be put on you. And then you will be taken to court. And simply because he has now threatened the judges and compromised the courts will most definitely rule in his favor. So you are seeing that he's going to use the courts. He's going to use the war against corruption to fight his political battles. That's why I strongly believe that Ruto and his team are not fit holding public offices. They cannot fight corruption. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person who wants to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number one. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.